Welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Now, the last time I shared with you the size of my engine within my motor car, I shared that I had a 2.4 liter Honda, in which it was very powerful. Give me a lot of push, right? Okay, I shared with you something about the silicone that actually holds the glass together, especially the windscreen, right? Okay, today I'll be talking about motor cars and silicone again, but it's gonna be in a different dimension. Today I'm talking about the viscosity of the oil, and I'm gonna be talking to you about the thickness of the silicone. All right, so this car is relatively new. It was purchased in 2019. It's a 2019 model, right? And whenever I'm servicing this car, it requires me to have a oil that is very thin. So this is a 1030. When you go to the auto shop, we say we want 4 bottles of 1030 grade motor oil, right? And we will change the oil, and we will put the oil in the engine, and everything will be okay. All right. With regards to my 2.4 liter Honda Odyssey, in which I had it for roughly about 8 years, 9 years, right? By the way, you normally use 1030 for an engine that have been in operation recently, a relatively new engine, and also the mileage is below, I think is what, 50,000 mileage, right? Some persons, some vehicles, some motor vehicle manufacturers will tell you that it goes up to 100,000. So up to 100,000 you can use 1030. After that you will use like 40 different grade, a thicker grade, right? So the oil itself will be a little bit more thicker, right? I won't show the oil right now because I've serviced my car and everything is good. All right, so how does this fit in to silicone and an aquarium and fish keeping? Okay, let me share that aspect now with you. Okay, so silicones comes in different grades, and some persons might be aware of this while some persons might not. Okay, so this is one of the grades in which I use. This is one in which I used to repair an aquarium just recently. I used this silicone to repair this aquarium recently. I had to actually strip all the silicones from around it, and then I had to actually replace the silicone. But how I did it, I took off all the silicone off the entire aquarium, but the top part was on still. So therefore, I had to actually ensure that silicone got in between the creases, right? And it was holding, right? This silicone is manufactured grade silicone, construction grade silicone, and it's very thin. Whenever you squeeze it out, it's very glossy, it's thin, and it fits the purpose in which I want, right? Usually they will tell you, well, I will share with you over and over that whenever you're repairing, let's say that you're repairing this side of the aquarium, right? Let's say that you have a leakage somewhere here. It's best for you to actually take off the entire area right here, and then you replace the entire bead, right? In replacing the bead, it will be more prudent for you to use thin coat of silicone, thin silicone, and then now you would use a thicker grade of silicone so as to go over it. Now this silicone was used to build my 70 gallon, well, I call it 70 gallon, but it's really 73.9 aquarium because of several different reasons. Now I use the thicker silicone to build this aquarium because the glass itself is very thick. So I would want the what you call it now, the silicone that sits between the two pieces of glasses where they join to be what you call it, it's like a gasket. So I want the gasket to be thicker than, let's say, the glass in which I repair, the aquarium in which I repair. than the aquarium in which I repair a few days ago, right? So the thickness, it would not be really required for me to get like a thick silicone to do this repair. However, I prefer However, I prefer for every aquarium build, whether small, large, or medium size, I prefer all aquarium builds to be built with thick silicone, right? I tend to use a thinner silicone whenever I'm doing repair jobs because the thinner silicone can go, it's much easier to hold within stubborn areas, right? And then I would actually, when that is like dry, I would like put a bead of thick silicone over on that, right? Now silicone comes in regarding to thickness, just like as I was sharing at the beginning, at the start of this video. We are talking about the motor car oil, right? Silicone comes in thickness based on what you're going to be doing with it. So if you're building a very large aquarium, right, it would be prudent for you to buy, for you to use thick, clear, 100% silicone, so as to, ensure that the job is done properly and that you don't run the risk of end up, repeating the same task over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with using thin silicone, right? However, my preference is that because it's a job, right, and I do not want to see the job back again, right, I try to use the thick silicone which holds a little bit more firmer, which it cures a little bit more quicker, it's a little bit more firmer, as I said before. And if something should go wrong, like say the next 2-3 years with that aquarium, it will be very difficult. Yeah, it's very tough for you to actually take off that piece of glass. That's what I want. I want the stubbornness within the silicone to be removed from the glass should in case a repair is needed, right? So this is the video share for today. I hope that this video was of value to you. I thought of sharing this with you because of lately I've been doing several jobs and I realized that the thin silicone and the thick silicone, some persons might be confused with regard to the branding of the aquarium silicone in which you use. Within motor vehicles you also use silicone, but I spoke about that already in a different video. I will put the link below, where in which I actually did some comparison with that silicone and the one in which I use. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Join the conversation. Leave a comment below. Peace out. Catch you next time.